also got this metal rain, and I will do a review of that soon. So, as always, I dressed on theme. This fragrance is pretty woody and aromatic, kind of like green brown is how I see it in my mind. So I've got this green shirt. I really wanted more of like a true green, not necessarily a sage green, but I don't have like a true green right now. Shirt or dress. Well, maybe I do have a dress. Oh, whatever. And then I've got this scarf here, brown scarf. And these like green and brown earrings. So that's the look for today. Okay, so, oh, and here's the box, by the way. I bought this on Mercari. It was really affordable. It was like $11 or $12. I had to pay for shipping and all the other stuff, of course, but yeah, it was really affordable. I'm not sure how much it would be to buy it new, but probably not that much more. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this fragrance. Oh, this is a cute little card that we have today. It's like pages of a book with coffee and like little flowers and herbs. Alright, so I'm gonna give this a spray. And I'm just gonna give it a moment to dry it down. Okay, so right away, this is very fresh, outdoorsy. It's like woody, green. It's like not conifer. What am I trying to say? Evergreen trees. It's like evergreen trees. I guess that could be coniferous. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's woody. It's, evergreen, needly type trees. And then for me, there's something that comes through that's almost a little bit sweet. I'm not sure what that is, and honestly, I looked at the notes and I still couldn't figure out what it was, but it's a little bit almost sweet, and there's something almost a touch like citrusy fruity about it, which we'll get into what that is. Okay, so on Fragrantica, I will read you the main accords that we have listed. They are woody, aromatic, fresh, spicy, earthy, green, and citrus. So that all makes a lot of sense. Yes, it's a very woody, aromatic, green, earthy, citrus type of scent. Very outdoorsy. This leans more, I would say, traditionally masculine, but to me I don't know, to me it's, even though they're like traditionally masculine notes a little bit more, it's very unisex to me in the sense that it just smells like the outdoors, which to me smells very unisex, but like it doesn't necessarily smell like a men's cologne per se. It's much more just kind of natural smelling. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the notes. Okay, so for our top notes, we've got 3 top notes, and they are bitter orange, pink pepper, and mint. So I definitely think I'm getting some of the bitter orange. There's something kind of citrusy, fruity that I'm getting. And like I said, I feel like I'm getting just a hint of something sweet. So even though it's bitter orange, it would almost make sense if it was more just like a traditional orange. But pink pepper, honestly, nothing in here is like super spicy to me. So I would say that's maybe very muted, the pink pepper, in my opinion. And I do feel like I get a touch of mint, just a touch, but I feel like it adds like a fresh coolness. But there's so much else going on, so. Okay, and then for our middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes. They are cedar, rhubarb, and black pepper. Okay, so again, we have getting cedar, quite a bit of cedar. I would say it's the first or second main note I'm probably getting. And I feel like I might be getting some rhubarb. Maybe that's what's giving the like slight sweetness, even though rhubarb is obviously supposed to be more tart and like sour, if anything. But I don't know, I feel like something between the bitter orange and the rhubarb. I'm getting something just slightly sweet. I don't know. Okay. And then lastly, for our base notes, we've got 5 base notes. They are cypress, vetiver, moss, patchouli, and musk. So I'm definitely getting, I'm definitely getting the cypress. I think that's probably the note I'm getting most if I had to pick the cypress and then the cedar. I feel like I get a touch of the vetiver. Moss is not really obviously coming through to me, nor are the patchouli and musk. So I would say personally the main notes that I am getting are cypress, cedar, a little bit of the bitter orange and rhubarb, a little bit of mint, touch of pepper, touch of vetiver. I mean, all of the notes make sense. All of the notes made sense. It's kind of hard to say what I'm getting most besides the cypress and cedar, but I'll show you what other users on Fragrantica are saying. They say they are getting most the cedar, then the cypress, the bitter orange, vetiver, pink pepper, moss, rhubarb, mint, etc. So kind of similar to what I'm saying. It's definitely a woody fragrance, as in the bark and the green part, just all around woody tree vibe, but definitely with some kind of bright, fresh, and slightly spicy nuances. I'm not gonna keep this fragrance. Something about it is just not sitting quite right for me. I feel like it might be some of those other notes, like maybe the rhubarb. I don't know. I don't have any fragrances with rhubarb, and honestly, like, I feel like it's just a little too sour for me. Like, part of the reason why I do not love the Delina line from Parfum de Marly is that it's got that rhubarb note, and I just don't love that personally. So I don't know if that's what's kind of turning me off a little. Like I said, there's something a little bit almost sweet, and I feel like, again, maybe that's also not working for me. I don't know why. Because I swear, if this was just like cedar, cypress, musk, patchouli, and musk, I'm sure I'd probably keep this. Like, I feel like I would really like something that basic, but I don't know. Okay, so we'll come back to this, but I'll just take a quick little detour to touch on the other fragrances. So, like I said, I'm gonna do a review of this one soon. It's called Metal Rain. It's another more so masculine leaning fragrance, but I think these are all marketed towards men and women. So, but this is totally, like, this one is, I would say, even more masculine leaning in my mind. But this one, I don't have the notes in front of me, but this is like an ozonic fragrance, Metal Rain, so it's a little minerally, ozonic. It does have kind of like aquatic or almost petrichor notes. Almost smells slightly melony. Like, I don't know if there's a melon note, but, and it might have stuff like mint or I don't know, but we'll get into that soon. Okay, and then 90 Pure White. This is in my collection. It's a bigger bottle, as you can see. I do believe this one is discontinued. I think it might be. I don't know why, because I feel like people really like it. But this one to me is actually like straight up unisex, like truly unisex. This is a very musky, citrus, lightly green, lightly aromatic fragrance, but honestly just like a very easy musk scent, like a skin scent, an office scent, very subtle. So it's got musk, that's probably like the main note I get, and then I would say there's citruses So yeah, I really, really like this one. That's 90 Pure White. Sorry, my nose is just like, I don't know, it's running. Okay, and then lastly in my collection, this is Modern Woman by Banana Republic. I do kind of enjoy the bottle. It's got like these little ridges. Sorry if you can hear my daughter in the background. She's definitely making some noise. Okay, so this fragrance, this is a fruity floral. It comes across as fairly like bright and sharp and also quite a bit aquatic. It's really nice. Okay, I will warn you, this has really bad longevity and projection, but this literally cost me like $11. So this has a green apple note, like definitely comes through very like Granny Smith apple tart, fresh, just like juicy green apple. There's also bergamot, so those notes really come through to me. They make it very fresh, almost a bit like Dolce & Gabbana light blue, because that also has the, I think, like bergamot and apple or lemon or something like that. Okay, and then this has quite a few florals. It has water lily, cyclamen, rose, and jasmine. So especially with the water lily, I feel like it's a bit aquatic, like, yeah, like soft aquatic, fresh florals. There's also, yeah, those are the main notes that I get, but there's also a white peach note, musk, vanilla, but really, yeah, it's like a, oh, ouch, it's like a tart, it's a tart, fresh, fruity floral, slightly aquatic, so that is Modern Woman. There's also a Modern Man. I don't know what that one smells like. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go back to Cypress, Cedar, and let's go over some other statistics as we do. This is all according to Fragrantica. Okay, so it has an overall rating of 4.21 out of 5 with 320 votes, so that's a really good rating, but it hasn't been voted on that many times. And this was launched in 2018, so it's been around for definitely a bit. I did see, by the way, that this is being heavily compared to, what is it called? Terra d'Hermes. Terra d'Hermes by Hermes, and Terra, I believe, means like earth, I think. So, yeah, Terra d'Hermes, I believe, is a men's fragrance that apparently smells similar. I think I smelled a sample of that, but it was literally like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, so I really do not remember. But yeah, I guess this could be potentially a good dupe, but I'm sure some people would disagree, so I can't vouch for that. Okay, so according to users on Fragrantica, this is being rated as having like very mid-range longevity. I only sprayed it like 4 hours ago, but I definitely could still smell it on my shirt, but it did change a little. I feel like maybe some of the like fruity notes muted a little bit over those hours. Okay, and then Sillage is being rated as like a little bit moderate. Gender, people are saying this is definitely more on the male side. I agree, like I said, traditionally masculine, but it's just very outdoorsy, so to me that kind of has a unisex vibe, because, you know, the outdoors are the outdoors. And then, although I guess as I'm saying that, I'm like, every note in a perfume is something from nature or evoking nature, so I don't know, or like something of this world, you know what I mean? I don't know, but anyway, also people are saying this has a great price value, so yeah, because it's really affordable. These are really affordable, these banana fragrances. Okay, let's read a few reviews. Somebody says, wow, I love this way more than I expected. It was the blind buy mainly because of the cheap $20 price point, so my expectations were low. It's quite wonderful. The opening is all cypress and cedar to me, and it smells very natural. I have a cypress trees on my property, and this measures their slightly sweet and evergreen aroma. Okay, so maybe the sweetness is actually coming from the cypress. But it feels like more than that. I don't know. Almost feels like a touch of vanilla or amber to me. They say the dry down leaves a warmer, less pungent, and lovely woodsy scent. I get an admirable 8 or more hours longevity from it. So yeah, it's a positive review. Somebody says, I prefer this one over Terre d'Hermes by Hermes. It smells cleaner and more mass appealing. Didn't really care for it at first. Gave a bottle to my brother and kept one for myself. Though I wasn't impressed, but when I smelled it on him the next day, I thought it smelled amazing. Okay, somebody says, wow, this fragrance grew on me. I got to a point where I just sprayed it around for fun and realized how amazing it was. Halfway through the 75ml bottle, now I cherish it. It's classy, 7 out of 10. Grab it if you like the TDH line. Oh, Terre d'Hermes line. Okay, right, let's read one more review. Let's find out like a more negative review and see. Okay, there's only one negative review, and it says, okay, fresh vetiver, but poor performance. I can't see any similarities with Terre d'Hermes aside from the vetiver, which is contained in thousands of fragrances. Pass for me. So, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I'm pretty familiar with what vetiver smells like, and I definitely get it in here, but I don't smell this, and I'm like, vetiver, you know? I feel like I get a little more of this cypress or some of the other notes, but I do get vetiver, but it's not like the main note to me. Okay, everybody, so that is my review of Banana Republic's Cypress Cedar.